Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have the football first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have... of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another game.
Garcia to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So the BYU Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Callahan. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Slams it ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
This This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go with a direct snap. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stokes. Turning it on! They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
The Beavers in a good spot here with second and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Garcia wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Copeland.
And listen, the play call, he didn't get him. The fullback got no yards, but I do like the offensive willingness to throw him the football. Make everybody a target, right? Find everybody on the field. He's usually blocking. Sometimes you can sneak in there and make a big play.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it inside the 15. He races all the way down to the 11-yard line before they finally get him out of bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Got it. The Cougars are on the move. The corners are walked up tight. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone. It's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Under fire. Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Steps away to find some room. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durant. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Bauer. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Stokes. Oh, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Defense not showing press coverage. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. Slippery slide. His way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got it behind the line. It's Bauer.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Garcia to pass. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. The Beavers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
Man, it's crazy. I don't know if you get a second thought. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The offense just has able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. Right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got it in the middle. It's Fox. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Got room to work. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2. Can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical. Got to break tackles. Got to go through people. Whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Garcia wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. Mark it at the 9 after that interception. A long way to go for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Taking it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Garcia to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 kicks remaining on the clock. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit. But guys, still a 3-score ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
The Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quick strike complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the deep.
Touchdown, BYU! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run there. Just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't hook up on the long. Welcome to Provo, Utah, LaVell Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon State's offense will get the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Beavers want to pick up the tempo. Garcia wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Matthews.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Finds his man. It's Durant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Beavers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Direct snap. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive of the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Garcia to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. Inside the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So BYU's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Scrambling away. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He's going to run it. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Punt is in the air. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Garcia wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The short hands, it's Ellison. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
On the move, it's Ellison.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. There he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Beavers are threatening in the red zone. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durant. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Garcia to pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. Get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Callahan. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, and get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
and that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. California is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up by 17 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Turning it on! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Garcia wants to throw. They'll run the screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Durant. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And the Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that.
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Phillips. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durant. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down is up to the coach.
And listen, every player wants to go for it. The coach always makes the decision. The players always make it.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Hatcher. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Finds his big tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
14, BYU, 3.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the back. There he goes. Quick step and go. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. Right into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Snap it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Garcia to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Got a little space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Ellison. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Garcia wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Pocket breaking down, and he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get me in.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Cougars. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They are up by 7 over Appalachian State. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cougar! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Unloads it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Powers through. And a big return after the... He sets up the offense for this possession. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Callahan. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been...
Breaks into the open. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To the air, it's Hillstead. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB, and when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Shows him the stiff arm.